Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about version 12.28. 12.0 is so frequently spoken version. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about 28.0 release notes in addition to briefly mention a couple of other things that will be happening over the course of next month to kind of like get better map of everything that's happening over there. So I'm not going to talk about the storyline too much. Obviously, we have next monthly event quest to do with Galactus, Herbie, Dragonman, and Airwalker. How released ability breakdown review videos for Airwalker and Dragonman. Quickly recap, Dragonman does look like the better of the two characters. Airwalker does look like he will have some crazy damage potential and quite fun to play with, but quite a bit less utility in practical aspect. However, Dragonman definitely looks quite crazily good, and I'm quite hyped for the character. And Become the Herald is going to be Sidewind Quest, and it's going to function significantly different to how last month went function. Basically, you're going to be gaining this Galactus favor daily, and every day the quest will also rotate, and you're going to be able to get either crystal shards or you're going to be able to get catalysts. Now, the key aspect here is because you're going to be getting one Galactus's favor a day, you can stack them up and then use them in a single day. And if you want, you can use all of these Galactus's favor to get crystal shards, or you can use all of these Galactus's favor to get catalysts, or you can just, I don't know, split it how you want. 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever. So I do like the sound of it. It does sound like you're gonna have a lot of control over what kind of resources you are chasing and what your account needs. So I'm always kind of like for more choice, and I definitely do like the idea of those quests. Now, Herald Difficulty is gonna be basically next month version of Quasi Cavalier Difficulty. Last month we had Canadian. Now we're gonna have Herald Difficulty. You will have to be level 55 or higher to enter it, but it will also kind of unlock you daily challenges, these objectives that will let you get some tier 5 class catalyst fragments. So that's kind of cool. Wherever you see a tier 5 CC, it's a good thing. So yeah, we're gonna have next version of this test for Commander difficulty, which is obviously quite cool. I definitely liked this last month as Sidewind Quest. I think it was one of the best, most interesting piece of content I had played in a while, so I have quite high hopes for the next one as well. Now, Back Issues 5 is finally coming. Now, it doesn't specify whether it is actually going to launch as soon as the update comes out, or we're going to have to wait a bit more. But it is coming. It is Venom based, Venom and Guillotine. Guillotine was the first champion Marvel Concept Champions created originally. She wasn't a Marvel character prior to this game actually creating her, which in my opinion will always kind of have a special place for Guillotine, because I thought she's cool and I was really psyched when Kabam made it. And yeah, basically it says here that the next monthly event quest will pretty much demand you to bring in either Mystic, Spider-Verse hero, or symbiote champions to kind of like focus on them with the unique global buffs, so on and so forth. So these are the champion groups that you will have to focus. Obviously, everybody probably, or most of the people, had Stark Hand Spider-Man, Stealth Suit Spider-Man, and then we're gonna have like your Venoms, your Symbiote Supremes, your Carnages, or any Mystic champions. We're gonna have to see the details on it later. I hope they add 2017 rank up gems. That would be extremely superb and would save a lot of catalysts for many people. But yeah, now we also have Platinum Pool, but he isn't added like as a regular champion. I haven't done his ability breakdown. I'm not entirely sure if I will. But the point is, you're gonna have to kind of like collect pieces of him in order to get him. And unfortunately, it seems that one of the pieces that you have to collect will be only obtainable by hard cash. So if you are free to play or in a minimum spend, then you will likely not be able to get Platinum Pool. And I do not know exactly how much it's going to cost. We don't have many details at all, but it's going to involve basically Incursion Store, Black ISO Market, a Unit Store, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you are somebody who ignores Incursions but wants Platinum Pool, then you probably should start playing them and get some of those artifacts ready for Platinum Pool in addition to your credit card, obviously, because pretty much no Deadpool ever comes to any summoner unless you're willing to shell some money. Daily quest autocomplete. Honestly, I'm quite disappointed in this feature. I hoped it's gonna be a bit cooler, but anyways, engage with daily quests in a new way. Once summoner has fully explored difficulty, they are now able to autocomplete daily quests in exchange for energy. And yeah, I don't know how about the rest of you. I typically don't replay those quests, even if I don't get the catalyst that I need, or as many of them that I do need. But thanks to Black ISO Market, or thanks, I don't know, to Glory Store, or any other kind of like ways how to get these catalysts, I typically don't really rely on these daily quests, period. But if somebody is trying to grind these out, I suppose that's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think that feature is to be approached very carefully, because you can never get carried away with it where people can farm too much with it or just like lose actual playtime. But only be applicable for daily event quests. I don't know how many people actually still play them. I know that I haven't really done those daily quests in a really long time. But yeah, anyways, we are also getting the 6-6 champion fight nerf. Now, nothing else is changing in Act 6, and compensation is also not going to come yet. The compensation for Act 6 will come when the rest of Act 6 gets nerfed, which is likely going to be in about November, I believe. But the changes to the champion nerf will be, as basically discussed before, reduced block penetration, reduced nullified damage, reduced charges that you need to get from Fight 3 in the last phase, and they're removing no retreat with kinetic transference. So we knew that already, but that's going live in the game now. So if you are kind of like on a verge of completing 6.2, then definitely wait till the next update and have yourselves an easier champion fight. But yeah, the rest of the Act 6 changes are still to be waited for, I guess. Alliance ticket map cost for Alliance Quest map 6 and 7 will now be split across all battle groups, so that is finally coming for those split map alliances. That's definitely going to be helpful. Gave Platinum Pool the ability to speed up during auto fight. That's kind of funny because, well, hey, maybe he's going to be best auto fight champion to play with. Who knows? And updated the Equity Mastery to use the opponent's modified attack rather than their base attack. That's kind of cool. That makes the Mastery better, and yeah, that's fair enough. Now, bug fixes and improvements. There's not too much that I want to talk about. I just not exactly sure. Fix an issue where critical hits were always perfect critical hits. I don't think I had noticed it. But hey, we'll need to check out how Domino behaves after that. Other than that, all of the bug fixes are kind of like minor improvements in general, and it's kind of like fair enough. Good stuff. However, as I said, we also need to discuss something that obviously is not mentioned here, and largely it is going to be these boss rushes that are going to start tomorrow on Wednesday, and we're going to go through the entire month of August as well. So that means the month of August is going to be a month where we can obtain 3 different champions. I know Platinum Pool is going to have his special thing, but in general that is still a potential for like a new champion in the game, right? So we're going to have more champions than normal. We're going to have Variant 5 finally, and variants are always an absolutely fantastic time. Variants are some of the best piece of content Kabam has ever made. And then in addition to that, we're going to have a new boss rush every week. And on top of that, obviously, addition of this Herald Difficulty and the content actually being much more enjoyable in Herald Difficulty also kind of like increases this pleasure to play, or I guess playtime. So I personally think that I'm going to have more MCOC game time next month than I have had last couple of months combined, because I really haven't been playing too much of Malachans of Champions. Well, largely because there's nothing to play if you have like explored or done everything, because there hasn't been anything too special released. We haven't had new chapters of acts, we haven't had new variants, we haven't had like any other massive quests or mazes or whatever. But it does seem like a lot of cool stuff is coming, definitely. In addition to this, some of the showdown hype for those who are eligible to play it again. I definitely feel extremely sorry for people from India, Pakistan, I think Italy, and I think pretty much entire continent of Africa. Talk about yeah, ignoring an entire continent. But again, for that specific issue, I actually might make a separate video to kind of like try and help people understand that it's not necessarily Kabam to blame, but the legislation these countries have in place when it comes to prizes, winning tournaments, competing, or what have you, or just shipping issues. So yeah, so that is also like a lot to consider, and it's not necessarily Kabam's fault if your country isn't listed on the eligible country list, but it still sucks. So that can be changed, and that is definitely unfortunate. The more people have the chance to play, the better their event would be. But all in all, I'm definitely looking forward to month of August. I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I look forward to month of September quite a bit more, because month of September we have both Magneto buffs, and there's gonna be more kind of like stuff coming, and that should be also the beginning time of this Cavalier difficulty, actual monthly event quest. So yeah, I definitely kind of like am patiently waiting for September much more, but August also seems that it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really interesting. There's probably going to be quite a bit more content on the channel and more stuff to stream. So stay notified, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I stream. I'm definitely going to be doing all of the new content live. Yeah, we're gonna see how it all goes. But that will pretty much do for today. Don't want to stretch this video out too much. I already made like 2 really long videos about these champion ability breakdowns. But yeah, that is it, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.